United States President Barack Obama is planning to meet the leaders of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, or ASEAN, on the sidelines of the United Nations Summit this week in New York. The interesting thing about the meeting is that the biggest ASEAN player, Indonesia, won't actually be present, and that's raised a number of questions, both about the U.S. attempt to re-engage with ASEAN and about the delicate balance with China. From the beginning, Obama has made it clear that this upcoming meeting with ASEAN will be an important one. They plan to issue a statement on security in the South China Sea, which has been a burning issue, and one that the United States has been very concerned to get involved with as it's trying to establish freedom of navigation and stability in the South China Sea at a time when all the states in the area are pressing harder on their territorial claims. The United States is also interested in forging better economic and political relations with the ASEAN states. The Indonesian president has several obvious reasons for not showing up to this meeting. Obama has already canceled twice his attempts to visit Indonesia this year, so he may feel like that Obama has not shown, a high enough priority for Indonesia. And at the same time, he's struggling at home on budgetary issues and the need to consolidate power within his cabinet, and those domestic reasons were the ones that were formally cited. The importance behind the Indonesian president's absence is the fact that Indonesia is the most populous ASEAN state. It's also the biggest ASEAN economy. And that means that if it doesn't show up along with the ASEAN leaders, it kind of detracts from the unified front that they're presenting as they attempt to bulk up their relations as a bloc with the United States. At the same time, it raises an interesting question regarding the balancing between China and ASEAN and China and the United States. China, of course, is very suspicious about the United States' increasing involvement in Southeast Asia, which it sees as basically a containment policy. And at this particular meeting, when the United States comes forward along with its ASEAN partners and issues a statement regarding stability in the South China Sea, it's interesting that Indonesia won't be present at that declaration, and it may even benefit Indonesia in terms of balancing its relationship with China and the United States.